Hello, and welcome to the Plenty of Pikachus broadcast. Chat, I finished Final Fantasy 1. I did it. I did it. I did it. I gotta say, that was probably the hardest to get through for me. Not that the game was difficult. I was able to steamroll way more than I was ever able to do in any Dragon Quest game, which is honestly wild. I had like a busted party chat. I went in with a fighter, a black belt, a white mage, and a black mage. I saw, when I was playing the game, I was like, oh, if I had 4 fighters, I would have crushed everything that stands in my way. I enjoyed the, at least I had to use some tactical know-how, in the battles. I thought that was a good game, I will say. Like, as much as I ended up kind of dragging my feet through it, I really enjoyed. I do think that, Final Fantasy 1 for the Nintendo Entertainment System is a pretty good game. I will say the NES version is so slow. I played with a sped up hack and I was like 3/4 of the way through the game and I still ended up being like, okay, buddy, let's wrap it up. Jeff Keighley, let's wrap it up at the Game Awards. And I just put on a 2x speed. I'm not a maniac, chat. But yeah, I was like, okay, let's go a little faster. One of the issues is the game's like battle animations naturally are very long. I had them 2x sped up using the hack. So I was running them with 4x, but you'll encounter 9 enemies, and that's 9 attacks. And even if you kill them all, that's also 9 attacks. So I'd be like, okay, Black Mage, kill these guys. And he'd be like, okay, I hit that guy. Now he's dead. Hit that guy. Now he's dead. Hit that guy. Now he's dead. Hit that guy. Oh, that guy hit you. And it was just like, I was like, why the freak? But I get the feeling they were like, graphically, they were trying to like be a little bougie with it. Because they have like a title scroll with the credits. They have like a lot of cool like monster sprites that take up like large portions of the battle arena, which is something Dragon Quest only pulls out. They don't pull out the stops for a lot of their graphics like oftentimes pretty simple, which I appreciate. I think Dragon Quest has aged better than Final Fantasy 1. I think Final Fantasy 1 has a better story. I don't know. Dragon Quest 3 and Final Fantasy 1 are really the ones to compare here. Dragon Quest 1 and 2 don't compare to Final Fantasy 1, in my opinion. Just because like they're more simplified. Final Fantasy 1 is obviously building off of those. So it would be like comparing Tiddlywinks to like, I don't know, chess, Like one is gonna be a little more complex. Okay. I don't even know the rules of Tiddlywinks, but oh, we're almost out here. I'm gonna re-up this. But yeah, fun game. I will say, like, after like dragging my feet, part of the reason I don't want to play this, chat. I gotta admit something. I do not like Dungeons and Dragons. I just the whole thing kind of irks me a little bit. I think it's cool what people do, and those podcast people do, great. And you and your friends having fun, playing Dungeons and Dragons, awesome. I'm glad you guys are all having fun. The rules are so bad, in my opinion. Like, they're so bad. It takes so long to do anything. It's like, no wonder people get bored playing D&D. It's one of the most boring games in the world. Like, it's so hard to, like, engage. just because like you're rolling like 5 different times to do like one action, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, dude, like let's cut down on the dice rolls, okay, buddy? Let's just do some math. But yeah. And then traditional fantasy does kind of rub me the wrong way. The way women are like represented, yeah, it makes me feel frustrated. You can't choose the gender of your party in Final Fantasy 1, but I played, I headcanoned all my characters were girls, except for maybe the Black Mage. I haven't decided. I don't know what gender they were. But yeah, I just named them all girl names. Like, oh, they're just, masculine women. It's all good. Yeah. But like I said, ultimately I did come around. I was like, okay, like they had some good ideas. I don't like D&D, which Final Fantasy 1 is heavily inspired by, but the dungeons in Final Fantasy 1 are like leagues ahead of the Dragon Quest ones. Like so good. It was so much fun to explore those. I just loved like you got lost, but there was like an underlying design that I was like, I know where to go. And I was able to like first try through a dungeon, like intuit where to go. Like it felt so good. They also like hide a lot of really cool equipment. That was the other thing. I was like, dang, that's a fire sword. Oh look, I found an ice sword. Oh, I found this. And it was like you're constantly getting all this equipment to like late in the game, like all my inventory slots were filled, and I was like, okay, do I get rid of this opal ring or this gold ring? I will say the one other thing, chat, here's what I'm going to tell you. Play the PlayStation version. Don't do like I did. The game on NES basically comes with a manual. You have to read the manual. Or else you will not understand a lot about the game. In the PlayStation version, they have like 8 black mages sitting in a circle in the first town, and you just talk to them one by one, and they include all the information from the manual in the game. I was like, okay, well, that makes sense. You don't have spell descriptions, so you'll be like, roll up to the spell store. Yeah, chat, you have to buy your spells. And you say, I'd like one spell is named like HEL, and you're like, okay, is that heal? Is it hell? I don't know. That that spell is heal. It heals all your party. Yeah, so I had like a list of spells pulled up when I was playing. I'd roll up to the spell store and be like, okay, what does this do? Oh, this one's the other. It's super buggy game. Yeah. So I mean, it was, man. Yeah. There's like 3 or 4 spells that do not work. There is also one aspect of the game that I'm not sure. I saw somebody on GameFAQs talking about this. Your intelligence stat does not make your spells better. It just gives you more spell slots. The game uses spell slots, chat. So that's another D&D ass thing about it. Also, lots of the bestiary, the like monsters you fight, is pulled from D&D. Like to the point where the beholder enemy, this is a Wikipedia-ism. This is YouTuber fact, chat. You watch a review of Final Fantasy 1, you'll probably hear this, but the beholder in Japan just looks like the beholder from D&D. They had to change its name to Eye and change its design to like more of a skull eye head in the US. Fascinating. So yeah, it's so D&D, like the spells, it's like, it is a really good, I think it's like probably, and there had been other D&D like games before Final Fantasy 1. The Wizardry, the Ultima, these games that are like, dungeon crawling, town exploring, wilderness surviving. everything you could ever want and more. Even as far back as like the Atari, either that or the Intellivision. It's one of those crusty, dusty consoles. But you know, they just ripped like wholesale from D&D. I will say I enjoyed the world a lot. You're just like, what they do is they give you a map, so you know the world, but like they don't let you explore. They kind of like gradually open up parts of the world in a way that I thought was actually super clever. Like, I did not understand it when I first tried playing it, and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna go back. I gotta play this game. I can't lie to myself and say I'm done. I'm not done. Put me in the dungeon. You like get a boat, but you're landlocked, so you can't go outside of this little circle. And then it's like, okay, well, now there's a river's blocking your way, and you find a canoe, and all of a sudden you can go through there. And you blow open the land that's encircling you, and you can get out with your boat. You find an airship. You can go up north, but you can only land in certain places. So, like, yeah. Just it's very clever, in my opinion. Yeah. I will say, like, Final Fantasy 1 is a very good game. I think it just suffers from being an NES game. Like, that is my greatest gripe. Like, they don't tell you, this is part of the hack I used, they don't tell you if a character can equip an item when you're buying it. So you're like, okay, I'm gonna buy this staff for my white mage. He cannot wield that. He's a hammer user, chat. And you're just like, oh, okay. Towards the end of the game, it genuinely does not matter, because you're just picking up a lot of stuff. But there's an item called the ribbon, for example, that like gives you elemental resistance to every element, except for, I think, poison. They don't tell you that it does that. So once again, I had the guide open, and I was like, Opal Sword, FF1. And be like, Opal Sword is awesome. Or at least it would be if it wasn't bugged and didn't give you its crit hit bonus. And you're like, okay. And you just throw it in the trash, and you're like, okay, the Silver Sword is better. Yeah, just a lot of stuff like that. There was also, like, items that you could use to cast spells, and I thought that was pretty cool. Dragon Quest actually does that as well. But yeah, overall, Final Fantasy 1, played on the PlayStation, I think. The reason, if you're like, why didn't you play it on the PlayStation, streamer? The music, chat. I freaking hated the music. It sounded so stupid to me. And the PlayStation version is based off the WonderSwan version, but Final Fantasy 1 got remade in like 2000, and the original came out in like 87. So I was like, that's 13 years of like growth for the series. And they're just, one of the things that frustrates me about remakes is the revisionist history of it all. I'm like, it didn't look like this. We didn't have these things. Stop it. Okay. Sorry, chat. I gotta change that. But yeah. I was like, it's not like this. Which, you know, understandable. I just like, yeah, it's the same thing in the Dragon Quest remakes. I'm like, I don't like this music. Not that there's anything wrong with it. I'm just like, I just wanted to hear chiptune, because to me, that's like so emblematic of those NES RPGs. I'm like, it has to sound dinky. And like, Final Fantasy 1 also has a lot of great music. There's like a great battle theme. Yeah. It was really fun. That game was so freaking good. I wish the NES version was like 25% more handholdy, just in that it would tell you what items do and like what equipment, spells, like just give me information I kind of need. Like even Dragon Quest does a better job of that. at least with the spells, they're not going to let you buy something for your mage you can't use. So it's like, we got the bare minimum. But yeah. Yeah, I also just like the translation I enjoyed. I thought it was quite goofy. You go to a place called Elfland, and I was like, heck yeah. Like, let's go to Elfland. That's really the only thing about it that otherwise it was fine. It was fine. But yeah. Yeah, Final Fantasy 1, chat. I enjoyed the class change. I thought it was cool. Just like the battle designer for 1 goes on to do 2, and everybody hates 2. But then he spun off into the Saga series, so I'm like super excited to play Final Fantasy 2 and then play the Saga series. I'm like, let's go. But also, I started Phantasy Star. I finished Final Fantasy and I was like, thank God we're done with that. Let's play Phantasy Star. It's my final NES RPG before I go back to Dragon Quest and I finish I play Dragon Quest 4. I just wanted to like play more NES games, and like I was like, I could excuse it as like context. I'm getting context. It's been great though. Like the NES rules. And I haven't even played all the games I want to. I want to play Castlevania 1 and 2. I'd love to hit that Simon's Quest. Then I honestly wanted to try Kid Icarus. I wanted to replay Metroid 1. Yeah, so I'm still like, I gotta play more NES games, but yeah. Yeah, I do feel a little bit like I'm like cresting the hill on the idea of grinding. And if you're like, well, why is that, streamer? But you hear. It's like the one aspect of all of these RPGs that I'm like, it's the same. Every single time you walk around in a field and you mash the A button and you slowly get stronger until you can do whatever you need to. And I'm like, it's like so bad. It's not bad. It's just like, I start to be like, oh, this aspect of the game's design seems totally, it's like you just play more than like 3 and you're like, oh, like do we need to do this? Like, is this fun? I will say, like, I do find myself getting lost enough to where I don't need to grind. Especially in Final Fantasy. Like, people were like, you need to be level 30 or something, and I was level, like, 20, and I was, like, slaying bosses like crazy. I was like, dang. They can one-hit me, but I can 2 or 3 hit these guys. Which, never the case in Dragon Quest. I was always like, I'm on the back foot a little bit here. Yeah, that's one of the other big things about Final Fantasy that I appreciated, is they let you get busted. I was like, it's amazing. It's fantastic. Man, yeah. But what a game, chat. What a game. I've truly been on a journey. I would love to play that PlayStation remake, actually, now that I've played the original, and I can just set it down as the bedrock. It still has the spell slot system. It's only when you get to the Game Boy and PSP and Pixel Remaster that look like they've just sanded it down to like nothing. I'm like, where's the like friction? Like, you should be able to die. Speaking of dying, that's one other thing in Final Fantasy. If you die, you go back to the last save point. Ugh, it was maddening. I was like, oh no, I'm screwed. There goes 20 minutes. I did use save states. I've used save states on all these RPGs, chat. And if you blame me for that, you have not played any of these games. Games will F your life over, dude. And I just wish I had more time to put up with stuff like that, but I don't. So It is what it is. Is that all I have to talk about in the RPG corner? I think so. Yeah. No. Phantasy Star is actually great. I'm like playing that, I'm like, oh, like I don't have to play Final Fantasy 1 anymore. It's like I hate Final Fantasy 1, but I also kind of love Final Fantasy 1. Like it's just one of those games, chat. I just like wanted something more fresh, I think. And Phantasy Star has like first person like dungeon crawling where you're going through like labyrinths. I started trying to map one out today and it gave me a headache, so we'll see how that goes. But the story and like world art are like genuinely like really unique and like cool. It takes place on like in like a galaxy of like 3 planets, and you're like playing as this girl whose brother was killed. Like for an 8-bit RPG, like it feels kind of modern, at least from like a graphical and storytelling perspective. You like shift to a first person view and you see like full body sprites of people, like pretty cool. And it's got like little cutscenes too. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm like genuinely I'm back. We're back, baby. Let's play Phantasy Star. I don't know why I hate Final Fantasy 1 so much. Just like, I was like, ew. Everybody's played Final Fantasy 1. There's nothing new to say about it. It's like, no. No, they cooked. It's got something to say. It's interesting. Like, I wish I wasn't so dismissive of it. But I still do feel a little bit like fuck Final Fantasy 1. But, you know. That being said, what was I gonna say? Yeah. No, Phantasy Star is cool. Oh, yeah. I did get a PSP Go, chat. I picked one up. I said, you know what? I got my tax return. Let's get that PSP Go. That's the sound of the slide. I honestly love this thing. It's so crazy they put a PSP in a package so dang small. Like, this thing is thin. It is tiny. It is so cute. And I love the sliding mechanism. Like, we actually need to bring this back for every device. Like, can I get the Nintendo Switch slide, please? Yeah, it's really cute. It is like, I love this thing. I've only had this thing for a week and I'm like, oh yeah. I booted up Monster Hunter again on here. I had a save file I started. But I also, I started Persona 1. I think I'm going to play through all 3 Persona games on here. Or not all 3. I'm going to play through 1. And then the 2 duology. And then I wanted to play the PlayStation 2 version. The Fez, Persona 3 Fez, I wanted to play it with the party members who go on their own. I don't want to control them myself. That's one of the things about Monster Hunter Stories that I actually appreciate. I'm like, I don't have control of this monster, and that's nice. He's gonna do stupid crap sometimes. The game is not hard enough to where that's been consequential, but like, I've kind of had to shift and adjust. I'm like, oh, you stupid monster. You stupid monsty. But yeah. Yeah, so, that's been fun. There's like two routes you can do in Persona 1. Something called the Snow Queen route and the Sebek route. So I accidentally, passed the checkpoint, but it's only like a couple hours in, so I don't know if I'm going to do both routes. It adds 40 hours, chat. You have to play through the game twice, so we'll see. Probably at least do the first one, and then it does sound cool, like a whole other route. I'm like, oh. I'm intrigued, you know? But we'll see. We'll see. I will say, any excuse to play this little device, I'm like, yeah, let's do it. Yeah, I would definitely play more. It does have one dead pixel on it, and it's like pink. But yeah, there's also a mod that adds the PlayStation music back in Persona in the PSP remake, and I was like, oh, thank God. Okay, I can play this. Because once again, it's a remake that revisionist history. Hey guys, what if we made Persona 1 more like Persona 3? Like, stop. Just stop it. They're not the same game. Let history reflect itself. It's an old game. But yeah. Sorry, my remake, I'm so anal about remakes, I apologize. Just like, it's a negative personality trait I've picked up. But I feel like for me, maybe it's just me, you know? But I feel like I lose so much of, like, understanding. I'm like, oh, this is an old game. Oh. Or, like, in playing Persona 1, I'm like, oh, this is a split off from the Megaten games, from the Megami Tensei series. So, like, of course, this one is more like those, like the Shin Megami Tensei series. Rather than, you know, where Persona 3, it's like, yes, you have dungeon crawling, but it's in a third-person perspective. You got this whole, like, battle scene and stuff, and you've got, like, the social mechanics. But, like, I don't even know if those are in Persona 1. It is a fun game so far, though. I'm like, oh, this is cool. You've got, like a 2D battle arena thing, and your characters hit certain tiles, and so you're like, I'm gonna move this guy back here so he can't hit that guy up there. I haven't gotten too deep in it, but there's also like an elemental weakness and weapon damage types, but yeah. I'm only like 2 or 3 hours in, so I'm like, you know, not that deep. But I'm excited. I'm excited. I actually do want to play Persona. I've always wanted to like play some old head Shin Megami Tensei games. I'm like, we gotta get in. I can't be doing this Persona 5 or Metaphor. Yeah, I like my crusty games. Crusty. But yeah, okay. Now that we've spent a lot of time talking about my RPG corner, oh, sorry, chat. I've had a bit of a week with my RPGs. It's like an RPG time in my life, and I don't even know why, but I'm just like, you know what? Persona, get in here, you know? Like, I'll play any... I'm just playing RPGs right now, so just, you know, you don't even have to look that good. Like, get in. I will say I've heard a lot of people say Persona 2 is, like, really good, so I'm extremely excited to get into that, but we'll see. We'll see about that. That's one of the things where I'm like, yeah, no. I gotta play the first game. I don't want to play 2 without playing 1. And 2 is also on the PSP, chat. So, and that's also, I think, the best version, but I'll probably be looking up that. Okay, let's play the game. Let's play the game. Give me 1 sec. Let me get a drink real quick. Okay. Yeah, I guess let's do this. Whew, yeah. I will say, I've also been thinking about the streams. I think we're not gonna do the multiple games in a row format again. Turn this music off. I feel like it led to me kind of rushing through a couple games. And I wish I had given. I just feel like I'm like rushing through things to get through them. And I'm like, I don't think that's good form. It feels also like I'm giving myself a deadline for a task that does not need one. It's like, just hang out. Just enjoy what you're doing. Yeah, and I just haven't felt that I've been given the games the time they want. Like, I specifically Hamtaro, I'm like, I probably would have gotten all the stars. I wasn't like, but I gotta get to the next game. The next game. Like, it kind of annoys me. It annoys me that I'm doing that. I'm like, oh, don't do that. But yeah. So what we'll probably do. Sorry, I'm adjusting the volume here. What we'll probably do is just return to picking them out one at a time. I feel like not knowing what I'm going to play next allows me to fully invest in the thing I'm currently playing. And I kind of feel that way with this game. Like, I'm like, oh yeah, like I'm totally getting into it. I'm definitely invested, in a way that I just I'm like, oh, the next game. Like, oh, come on now, streamer, take your time. What are you here for? But yeah. So that'll probably be a thing. But yeah. Yeah, and I don't know. I was thinking Silent Hill 3 for the next game. The other thing I'm thinking is, like, I gotta get back to fan translated games specifically. I feel like playing normal games has kind of, like, I don't feel like these have as much spice or sauce on them. Okay. Okay. Find the book for the man. Yeah. So when we last left off, we were talking to people across from an apartment to learn about a woman who killed her husband, and there was like a Bloody Mary thing that started up. Still need something? No, okay. I haven't been out lately, so my eyes are dazzled by the light. I sneak out sometimes and take walks, like this. Okay. Yeah, and some guy asked us to find him a book, and then he was like threatening us. It was a whole thing. Book, are you here? Nope. I might have found something. Nope, just trash. Initiating contact. Okay. You creep. Maybe they... Oh, wait. I need to use my glasses. My glasses. There we go. Here we go. There he is, chat. A man's shadow, apparently. I don't know, but looking at this shadow makes me uneasy. The shadow might be that scary-faced person back there. He's gazing at the bench? Hey, there's something in his hand. He wanted me to find a book, so this might be it. If they're looking at the bench with the book in hand, maybe something with the bench? Guess I should recheck the bench. Yes. There's something stuck to the back of the bench. Is this the book I saw through clairvoyance? Occult Great Reset. Have I seen this book somewhere? Author's name is Tsutomu Kisaragi. Didn't the center director mention this name too at some point? I think he did. Oops. What is this? A tall shadow, maybe a man. What's he doing? Looking at the bushes. Okay. Initiating contact. Found it! I, found the book. Occult Great Reset by someone called Tsutomu Kisaragi? Did she trace my movements? Whoops! Wrong book? Tentatively assessing as authentic. Authentic? I have taken an interest in you. We will meet again, Miss Azumi Fukurai. What a creep. How did he know my name? Does he see things as well? Okay. Is it Jasmine? No, it's the director. Greetings. Hello, director. Did something happen? If anything happened, it would be to you. Do you mean? My vision shows me everything. So you were watching that? Who is that person? He was rather verbose for a cryptid. His attire was reminiscent of the Men in Black. Do you mean he was an anomaly? Did have a strange shadow on him. Is there anything I should do? Good question. I will look into him on my end. Please be careful. That anomaly had an obvious interest in you. It may reappear. Oh no. We don't know what he might bring upon you. Not yet. Having said that, he is unrelated to the mirror or the woman, and thus unrelated to this case itself. Please stay focused on your ongoing investigation. But I will. Do this. Might not be related to the case, but I should note down about that dark-suited person. He actually knew my secret. What was it? Great at find misplaced items. Strange power. Yes, they knew indeed. But why? How in the world did they know? I should probably tell the park keeper I met someone creepy. Mysterious man in the park? Still need something? Here we go. Excuse me, I saw a creepy man wearing black. Creepy man, you say? Haven't seen him. I'd check on him immediately if I did. But he was real. Oh, I like this. Keep my cool. Won't see me drool. What? Wait, since when was I napping? I end up napping wherever I go. Park's all dark now. No one around. Wow, it's so late. It's from Jasmine. Hello, Jasmine? Is something up? Damn that old guy. Not a parking lot in sight. Oh no, you've been looking all this time? Been a while, I guess. How you doing? Well, I asked around quite a lot, but I'm a bit overwhelmed by all that's happened. Huh? What do you mean? Kinda hard to explain. Could I tell you when we meet? Guess so. On my way there, so I'll pick you up. Okay, I'll just wait in the park. Not exactly on the wrong track, but we're all over the place. The woman ghosts, Miwako Yotsuya. How are we even supposed to solve this? Maybe by meeting the ghost face to face? No. Way too scared. No way, no. Ah! No! What the? What in the world was that? I just heard a scream from around here. Kinoko-san? Are you okay? I just happened to hear you and came looking. Did something happen? Ow. My leg. And Bloody Mary, which way did she go? Sorry, I remember my voice. That way? Huh? Yes, probably. Stay put. Don't move. Kinoko-san, did you see the ghost? No. Didn't see it. Damn you, Bloody Mary. Ow. Huh? Wait. Scratch marks. On my leg. I was so scared last night I thought my heart would stop. Kinoko-san rushed to the rescue and saved my life. Kinoko? Really? My ankle still hurts a bit, but still. Hey, about that ankle. Isn't that a scratch? Would you call it one? Maybe I fell and scraped myself. No? That's bad. You think so? That bad? Hey, almost at Kinoko's apartment. I'll park around back so the Guardian Gramps won't come for us. Please, this is serious. Jasmine? Umeki Flats, 104. No way that's a regular scratch. Scratched by Bloody Mary, right? Jasmine, am I going to die? Any change in how you feel so far? So far so good, I think. I was careless too. Figured Bloody Mary would go after Kinoko. If that scratch really is a curse from Bloody Mary, gotta do something. You're right. Curious why Mary suddenly popped up in the park. Was around Kinoko's door till now. Might be related to Mary's motives and how to undo the curse. I'll try asking those I know too. Thank you, Jasmine. I'm going to die because I got a curse. Check his laptop. Looks like a computer for streaming and editing. Kinoko-san's workstation. Amazing how he gathers all those fans with just one computer. Oh, the power is on. Maybe it's rendering a video? Filmed in a forest. Editing videos must be hard work. Wow, you can check the rendering video and fast forward. He's through the forest. Looks like the park across the road. Was that me at the end? Ah, looks like the rendering's finished. Thank you for yesterday. How have you been doing? Feeling well? Well. Thank you yesterday. Thank you for helping me last night. If you hadn't been there, it's nothing. I did involve you, even if it was for the channel. I didn't do much, of course. Anyway, are you okay? Were you hurt? Well, I have a scratch on my ankle. Oh no! Isn't that scratch from Bloody Mary? You think so too? So the ghost we summoned wasn't a random spirit. It was Bloody Mary herself. Mind if I film your scratch a bit? You'll look into it for us? Yes, please. About the ghost yesterday. Oops. Accidentally hit my mic. About yesterday's ghost. I know, I keep thinking about the same. You're wondering why it appeared in the dark, not near this room's doorway. That's right. Thinking. Yes. Maybe Bloody Mary had a change of heart. What do you mean? This kind of spiritual entity is said to act in a way that tells people it's here. And this Bloody Mary is starting to move away from this room. What could this mean? Kineko-san, what should I do? I don't have a read on this one. Let me think it over. I didn't know editing video was this hard. Splicing various scenes, checking and rendering? Oh yeah, Jen. Well yes, content creation is not a piece of cake. The screen said the rendering was done earlier. Huh? Did you see it? Did you perhaps? The video showed someone walking around a forest. I was in the frame at the end. Could you make sure to cut that part out? Oh, really? You were in frame? Silly me. I'll take care of that. He was planning to include me. Why did the ghost's actions change? Let's think about why the ghost changed its behavior. Let's do that. The ghost was summoned to Kineko-san's room, but also appeared in the park, and scratched my leg. Kineko-san thinks the ghost had a change of heart. I'm so confused. One thing Kineko-san mentioned is that spiritual entities try to compel people to acknowledge their existence. That's right, which would mean that Bloody Mary is trying to tell someone that she exists? Who among the people around might be able to notice her? Oh, wait. Maybe I myself became the ghost target? Because I have the clairvoyance power? Yay! Maybe I myself became the ghost target because I have the clairvoyance power. That's where we are, right? I've been scratched, too. What should I do? I wonder if Kineko-san could help me. Nice. I'll go talk to Jasmine. How are you feeling? I'm okay, at least so far. What do you think? What do you think, Jasmine? Jasmine, any advice for me? As I said, keep thinking about you getting jumped in the park last night. The ghost, who could be Miwako Yotsuya. Seen near the apartment entrance, but now suddenly shows up in the park. Good point there. Maybe there was a reason it needed to be in the park? I want to check on that, along with the scratches. Understood. How should we go about the investigation? For clues leading to Miwako Yotsuya, first check that park from yesterday. Also, digging a bit deeper into this room, and also the dead ex-resident. Might tell you why the ghost is appearing or something. Understood. Need to discuss. Jasmine? Kineko-san said, he says Bloody Mary may have had a change of heart. Change of heart in what sense? You mean it just felt like showing up at the apartment first and the park next? It seems like spiritual entities want to be noticed. So they turn up at the park? That's kind of ridiculous. I don't get Bloody Mary's actions. What is she trying to do? So, spirits, they want to be seen, huh? Does that mean they're looking for people to possess or something? Really? Don't ask me. If so, that change of heart might be about switching targets. Yeah, you're right. So, Bloody Mary might be looking for someone else to haunt. Let's go outside. Yeah. Hello. My, this apartment has grown on you, hasn't it? About the murder-suicide in room 104. Is there anything you haven't told us yet? We're in a bit of a hurry. Any information would help. I think I've told you most of it. Oh yes, did I mention what happened after the incident? I don't think you did. There was a lot going on after the incident too, you know? The bodies, yes. Huh. The woman had next of kin come fetch her, but the man didn't have anyone. The owner was running around trying to find someone to take care of it. It seemed like he was cremated incognito in the end. I heard from the park keeper, the murdered man was often seen in the park alongside the woman he cheated with. Ah yes, the blonde named Mary. I remember because I heard the woman shouting her name the day before the murder. Like, who is this Mary? The woman from room 104 would never forgive that Mary girl. Yeah, but even less the cheating man. That's why she's still obsessed with room 104. Miwako Yotsuya, the ghost of room 104. Why is she appearing at this apartment right now? Miwako Yotsuya, you said? Are you sure that's the right name? I believe so, yes. If you say so, I guess. So, you wanted to know why the ghost appears. The woman's obsessed, of course. Won't ever forgive him. She can't forgive him. But the current resident has nothing to do with that. Who knows? Mushroom Head might go mush soon enough. The woman from room 104 probably thinks her cheating boyfriend is still living there. Is that even? That's why she keeps showing up. Huh. Okay. Where do we go to the park? Put our glasses on, chat. Gonna get some drinkage. My throat is dry. Okay. There it is again. The shadow's just standing here without a single movement. Can't be normal. Spiritual entities want people to notice them. Even if that's true, people who can sense ghosts aren't easy to find. People who can see them. It's a me, Mario. Oh, there he is. The shadow is at a computer. Kineko-san? I guess. Am I seeing a trace of when he was editing a video? I believe Kineko-san was filming too, back when something grabbed my leg in the park. I wonder if the video might have caught something noteworthy. Actually, a good question. But we already did that. Bloody Mary might be feeling anger. Need to discuss something. Is there a chance that Bloody Mary is trying to possess me? Exactly. I've been thinking about this, and it could only be you. What should I do? Kineko-san, do you know any rituals that aren't for summoning? Any that defeat or chase away ghosts? I do think there was such a ritual. Oh, really? Is there anything you'll be needing for that ritual? Huh? I'd like to help as much as I can. I see. Then I'll do the ritual here tonight. So could you find and bring a spiritual medium for the exorcism? Spiritual medium? What is that? Something that has strong ties to the ghost, needed for the exorcism. As long as you can find one, I'll be able to purge Bloody Mary with the ritual. Understood. I'll search around. Won't ask about the room. First off, can I ask you about this room? This room? Why? The ghost originally appeared in this room. I was thinking maybe they'd left something here. Or have something memorable here, perhaps? I'd have jumped on anything like that for my videos, you know? Oh, yes, of course. By the way, when you decided to move here, did you visit the place beforehand? Oh, right! Yikes, what is it? I did come visit. And there was a cardboard box in the far back of one of the closets. I knew the place had a history, and there was a box there, so I really wanted to see what was inside. Tufts of hair, blood-soaked dolls. In the box? No, I never got to see them. Oh, not even a peek? It was tightly wrapped with plastic tape and impossible to open. The real estate agent quickly took it away. I'm pretty sure there was something wild in there. I really need to see that box. Could you find it? But how could I possibly... I'm sure it's all been thrown out by now. The only possibility I can think of... Are you enjoying this game? Pretty fun. It's maybe a little bit slow. How are you doing, chat member? Yeah. I like the pixel art a lot. I think this game is really pretty. I think that's the most striking thing about it. But yeah. Yeah, I think the like focus on urban legends is pretty cool. I think urban legends are really cool. There was just like a movie from the 80s that I liked watching when I was a kid. But yeah. Yeah, it's pretty fun so far. Maybe not like my favorite thing in the world, but I've been curious about this, so I'm glad to click into it. The only possibility I can think of is the resident gossip lover. I bet you have more questions for me, right? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Excuse me, I have some questions. About the belongings left in Kinoka-san's place? Huh? Belongings? I heard some sensitive items were left in room 104. In room 104? Densely wrapped with plastic tape? Oh, the owner handed it all over to the police. Oh, yes, of course they did. Yes, you usually wouldn't lay hands on things from the murder scene. Usually? Yes, of course not usual. Wait, did you... Oh. Want a peek? Yeah. Could I please take a look at it? Of course. When the personal belongings came back from the police, I figured that owner would just throw them away, so I took them instead. I pretended to be a relative and it was easy enough. Simple, simple. You not like this woman. She does whatever she wants. You're nice, so I could maybe give it to you. Not much of a present, of course. Just a moment. It's scary to think what might be in those things. But I need them to save my own life. It's in this box. Want to know what's inside? Here goes. Beep. Oh my goodness. Is this a kitchen knife? It's the knife, of course. Why would you keep that? The knife? As in the one that Miwako Yotsuya stabbed the man with? Why would she secretly want to keep this? I should ask Kinako-san whether this was the box left in the room. Okay. Bloody Mary might be feeling anger. This one of the things you saw? Kinako-san, we found the box. That's the one. The tape is gone, but I'm sure. About the contents. Any hair, or nails, or notebooks full of hateful words? Even better. A kitchen knife that the police had taken as evidence. Wait, you mean that's from the previous resident stabbing a man to death, then stabbing themselves in suicide? A knife cursed with that resident's hatred. Sick. Okay, well, you know. Maybe not my first reaction. It's still a knife, obviously, but like, it has big cursed energy. Just imagine like cutting your like, you know, chopping up ingredients for cooking. You're chopping carrots and you're like, this knife stabbed and killed a man. And also a woman. It's just a violent act. It's violent. Mind if I snap a few pics of this? Why? If you'll be using it to lift the curse, sure. You wanted a photo? This is a relic from a murder-suicide, right? Also, the knife has drawn the blood of those two former residents. This will blow up instantly. Curse to the max, this beauty is. Curse to the max, this beauty is. Curse to the max, this beauty is. Sorry, chat. He's speaking in a Yoda-ism. I'll pretend I didn't hear that. But you can lift the curse with this, correct? Of course. Anyway, borrowing the knife for now. Okay. And we're wrapped. Okay, I need to find clues at the park as well. There might be something around where my leg was grabbed. So, Jasmine? Where are you? Ah. Let me guess. That damn old guy. Did he come check behind the apartment? As the kids walk this road to reach the park, so they need the view clear. Christ. I'll go find parking somewhere. You check the park. I'll be right there if anything happens, so be ready to call me Stab. I hate this. Understood. Oh my gosh. We are looking for parking. Peaceful as can be, but the ghost did show up here yesterday and scratched up my leg. I'm scared about what might happen, but I have to do what we can. Oh, why is this happening? Okay. We're moving the car right now. I'm sorry for all the trouble. Oh, it's okay. I know it's a bother, but still. You gotta move it. Actually, a woman's ghost grabbed my leg here last night. Would you have happened to see anything? A woman's ghost, you said? I think you have the wrong idea. Sorry, I'm trying not to just use the old man voice. Keep doing... I think you have the wrong idea. No one really visits this park at night. It's not safe for a young girl like you to be here alone. Oh, but... how should I put this? There's a hospital behind this park. Some patients slip out at night and come here. Oh. They're here to smoke and drink and whatnot. Anyway, what you saw wasn't a ghost. Is that clear? Okay. Why is he upset all of a sudden? Good question. Let's look at the bench. This bench looks the same as yesterday. Maybe there's something stuck to the back? Nope. Okay. Oh, it's nice to see you again so soon. Here for a walk too? Hello, Hinata-san. Hinata. Actually, last night I saw a ghost here. Or rather, the ghost grabbed my leg. No, that woman's ghost I saw? I didn't see it directly, so I can't say for sure. Have you ever seen any ghosts in this park? Well, I've seen her near the apartment before, but not here. Of course not. Please look out for Miwako Yotsuya's ghost on your end too. I will. I think you should stop going around that apartment too. I suppose you have a point. Yes, I hope the streamer in room 104 can find a different apartment. So you know of Kinako-san? Vaguely. Happened upon his video. What a surprise it was. I could see in the mirror she was reflected in too. It really is shocking to hear people summon ghosts. Are you friends with him? You should recommend he moves. I'll tell him that next time the ghost appears. Have you heard of a female ghost called Bloody Mary, Hinata-san? Bloody... No, that's a first for me. You stand in front of a mirror and call the name Mary 3 times. A mirror and a woman's name? Yes. Then the ghost of a woman covered in blood appears, apparently. Mary. Have you heard the name before? Wait. I just put 2 and 2 together. Is the woman... Is the woman the guy cheated on with named Mary or Miwako? I think Mary is the killer. Why would a woman... Is she the one being cheated on? Okay. I don't have all the pieces yet, but I've got a theory now. Have you heard the name before? I told you, remember? The woman's name shouted by the murdered man. Ah. The woman's name shouted. That makes sense. Okay. Oh, Mary. That's right, you did. The man was rumored to be quite the cheat, but to call the name of your lover right up until your final moments. Check the bush. This is around where the ghost grabbed my leg yesterday. This bush might actually be big enough to hide in. We're dealing with a ghost here. Any clues lying around? I wish. Some of the branches are broken. Was someone here? Let's see. The branches seem to be broken towards the far right. Someone moving around? That's my hint to use my ghost glasses. Tons of trees and grass. Not many people would want to go further. Okay. There's me. The shadow's on the ground and seems to be struggling. Oh, of course, this is me from yesterday. There's a hand reaching out from under the bushes. Look closer. Reaching out, claws ready. Was it reaching out to scratch me? Why even come after me? This clairvoyance power is so much trouble. Can't wait to stop seeing things. If the hand is reaching out from the bush, the ghost must have actually been in the bush. I should look carefully for any traces. Okay. What's this shadow doing? Running through the bushes, pushing them aside? These shadowy feet. I can only see what's here, but I wonder where they're running to. Ghost with legs, running away? Feels kind of strange. Bush nearby had a branch broken towards the right. Could it mean that? Okay. Think we're supposed to go here. Wonder if there's anything on the other side of this forest. What's this? The branches. This is easy to miss, but the leaves on the branches are missing here. Maybe the ghost passed through here? Okay, well. Nothing there. I'll talk to you. Feels so nice to be outside. Nope. I guess I haven't checked over here. I don't think it would be. Yeah. What do you have to say? Anything else you wanted to ask? There we go. Excuse me. Haven't any ghosts been seen in this park? Don't know what you saw, but I never seen any. That's for sure. Well, rumors are going around lately, but ghosts just don't exist. I see. Sorry for bothering you. Okay. He's lying. That guy's lying? There's a forest in the back of the park. Is there anything beyond that? Oh, yeah. Before, you could pass through to the other side. But there's a hospital around the back, and patients would sneak out at night. Do whatever they want here, smoking and drinking. I already have some patients feeling down from their illnesses. We closed up that back exit to avoid unwanted trouble. But that means that, yes, just a dead end now. No way through. Well, I mean, the ghost got through. I was hoping to gather as many clues as possible before Kineko-san's ritual, but I haven't really found much. What am I gonna do? Unless I do something fast, Whoa, scared me. It's from the director. Miss Azumi, how's it going? Good evening and good timing. Thing is, a ghost grabbed my leg, and You're wondering the following. Isn't Bloody Mary stalking me, and not Kineko Tanihara? Correct? Yes. How did you know? As always, my power of vision tells me all. What should I do? I'm looking forward to the exorcism ritual. Does Bloody Mary's curse work as rumored too? Will Kineko-san's amateur exorcism work? And can Miss Azumi discover the truth behind this complex anomaly? Find out on the next episode of Urban Myth Dissolution Center. Did you call just to tell me that? I might be about to die, you know. It's fine. You will not die, Miss Azumi. Until that day, I won't let you. What day? What? Huh? What do you mean? The case is far from over. Yeah. Okay. Cutscene time. Kineko-san, we really need to do the ritual. Bloody Mary will kill me if we don't. I don't want to die. Please. Kineko-san? No one here. Kineko-san? Ah! No! Yeah. Sorry, that was bad. Dang. Dang. What? There we go, Chad. Scooby-Doo plots. Here we go. What? Wait, why? Kiniko-san. Ow. Kiniko-san, what are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, I do like the fact that they're like, here's a logical explanation, but also here's the ghost. Here's the ghost too. It's like a fun way to up the ante a little bit. It's like, oh yeah, it's a twist that it's not real, but also it's a twist that it is real. It's like, oh, okay. Obviously, the quality of it being real twist is determined by what happens next, but we'll see where this all, ends up going. Oh, no. Oh, no. Code red. Not good. Gotta stop the stream. Halt. Desist. Uh-oh. I'm gonna start doing occult streams like this. No, it's real. Among Us at 3 a.m. Huh? Hey, you shroom balls. What the hell? You behind this all? Then you're the one who set up that attack on Zammy at the park? That's it. Come taste karma. No, Jasmine, please stop. The stream might still be on too. He went way past the line there. We're not here as Shroomhead stagehands. This isn't enough. Forget the ritual. I'll use some trick with the mirror and make people think they saw a ghost. Use some trick with the mirror. Okay, yeah. Kiniko-san? Sad. It's sad that he's faking it. Well, the last one was faked too. Uh-oh, chat. This is a skeptic's game. This might be a skeptic's game. Although I am curious, like, it does seem like there is some supernatural stuff, but I also feel like I'm playing Mythbusters. A little bit here. Put the pieces together. Kiniko-san? Please leave. Just go. Leave. Okay. Okay? Yeesh. Thank you for yesterday. Oh, shroom pants, at least one more up the jaw. Showed some great restraint back there. Kiniko-san said something about using a trick on the mirror next time. Man, just thinking about it pisses me off. And all that happened on the stream last night. Socials must be a mess right now. Ah, that fungus brain. Good or bad, people are gonna react for sure. To say the least. That means we might find some new clues. You really think we need more data? We were asked to prove that ghosts are real. Our answer, they don't exist. It was all a setup by Kiniko. We poked Kiniko to pay up in full, and it's case closed. Well, actually, I feel we still have some loose ends. I don't know what exactly they are, though. It's the knife, Yotsuya, Miwako, Yotsuya, and Mary? Who's the ghost? And then we need to perform our exorcism and unscratch our leg. Ah, that's the spirit. I'm just the driver. Investigation's up to you, Zammy. In that case, I'll look into viewer reactions to Kineko-san's video and rumors about the ghost. I knew it! Kineko faked the whole thing! Here's proof! Lol, what an idiot. This looks bad. Worth the laugh if you ask me. Quite a bit of talk going on, so time to use your glasses and look up posts about Kineko's setup. You're right, I'll check and recheck everything. Yeah. Can't believe this, I'll never watch another Kineko Tanihara stream. If it turns out I'm not really Pikachu, chat, I mean, don't flame me on the socials like this. The socials. Photo proof of Kineko's setup is lit. Lol, if this goes viral, he'll never outlive it. Hashtag setup busters. I was just talking about Mythbusters and yeah. Quite a bit of attention here. They're picking up on this hashtag. Reading posts, searching for keywords. Gotta wonder how many others out there are doing the same. Where's the apology video, Kineko? The apartment being an accident property is a lie? And the murder-suicide by Miyuka Yatsuya? Maybe some of the info I collected earlier is wrong. Take it easy. No, that is true. Well, wait, does that mean the two assistants were there to help fake it? What a letdown. What? No way. Letdown? Dude filmed us without asking. What simpletons. You see girls and just accept everything you see? Everything they say? Not our intent at all. Though this one does have a point. I guess. I knew no-name streamers could make it on looks alone, but wow. Girls really can choose any path in life as long as they look pretty? Jesus. I'm surprised those two took on the job as hoax assistants. I bet they look down on people who watch vids like these. Trash personalities. What rudeness. Rude. Trash personalities. Like I said. The whole industry keeps going down the drain because of people like this. All in the name of entertainment. Those who were calling them cute have no taste. Enjoy not being picky. Gotta be fun down there. What do you mean down there? Say it to my face, you troll. Face to face, you and me. Amateur hour. Watching that vid made me cringe so hard. Legit tired of these drama queens. End of the road for Kineko and not even started for the two chicks. Good riddance. Sweep them under before they start stinking. Jeez, these people are rude. Set up a busters. Let's check it out. Make sure this photo sticks around for the next generation. What good would it do to keep this for future generations? It's what some people consider their goal in life. Kineko had it coming though. Dude, let it go, Raffle. So Kineko has set it all up. Somebody has already made it a meme. Lamau. That edit was out in no time. You really can never trust what you see on the internet. Kineko Tanihara is cancelled. Days as a ghost watching streamer are over. Kineko, live on as a comedian. Well, at least some people are still kind of supporting him. Word. But I wouldn't say it's the nicest comment. When Kineko viral, Kineko's stream went viral. Dark Spec News picked it up. Okay, let's check that out. I'll definitely have to look into this. Please do. Okay. If you're gonna fake it, at least do it well. It's so obvious. Disappointing. A lot of people are bashing him, but why are all the memes? I don't think people involved in the incident would appreciate being mocked. There's a reaction to people involved in the incident. I'll give it a search. Good idea. Look into that. Okay. That got results. Okay. I wonder what the victims or families involved with the murder-suicide at Umeki Flats think of Kineko's stream. Darkspec reports on a murder-suicide case in Umekicho, and rumored sightings of the ghost of the dead woman. I feel like I've seen this photo somewhere before. Well, I haven't. Imagining things? No, I definitely remember seeing it. Where was it again? First of all, are there even any people involved left from that incident? Learn about the Umekicho apartment and murder-suicide thrust into the spotlight by popular Ghost Watch streamer Kineko Tanihara. Mentally unstable woman lost it and stabbed her boss to death over an affair. So she stabbed the cheating trash common law hubby with a kitchen knife and slit her own throat. They do say hell has no fury like a woman scorned. It's not that they weren't even married, but she stabbed the trash guy for cheating. The guy was so horrible it must have driven her mad. A lot of regret, not surprised she turned into a ghost. Thought she used a huge pair of 1 meter long scissors to kill him. Is the ghost Miwaka Yotsuya? There's an article about her dad. The guy's daughter was the mental case that stabbed a dirtbag then killed her. Miwako's father? They did an article on him? Father. Think there's more to this case than we realize, Sammy? Well, yes. It's time to use my special methods and see if he can tell us anything. Special methods? Nothing fancy. As long as he's still alive, we can talk to him. Okay, I'm actually curious. I'm curious what he can say. Let's pull up Dark Spec News. Dark Spec News is on the case. Curious findings in the photo that exposed Kineko Tanihara's setup stream. This part in particular has people riled up. You'd almost call it a fan meet. Kineko Tanihara may not be 100% proven as faked. Huh? Hey, grab your attention with the clickbait. They got me. Too long didn't read they can't say the streams before this one are fake? Oh man, once a faker, always a faker. That's just how it is. But he messed up the ritual so bad, he ended up pissing off the woman in the mirror instead. Lol. Here we go. That one place in the photo Dark Spec is pointing out. What is that? Isn't there something there? That's me, chat. That's, Azumi. What? We didn't notice. But there is definitely something there. There we go. No way, lol. If we're talking about a female ghost, isn't there that baby one? Here we go. Are you talking about the one where you are attacked by the woman in the mirror if you didn't give her back her baby? Baby Blue? Did Kineko get the ritual wrong? The mirror? It's the same as the Bloody Mary myth. Maybe it's related. At the very least, it's clear they're not family. Okay. Here you go, chat. Here's a new one. Baby Blue. Did you guys know there's a way to hold a ghost baby? It's an urban myth from overseas called Baby Blue. You have to summon it in the bathroom at night. Make sure you lock the door, then stand in front of the mirror and pretend like you're rocking a baby. Now you can call Baby Blue by chanting its name 13 times. You should feel the weight of a baby in your arms. It will grow heavier and heavier until eventually you won't be able to hold it. Before it gets too heavy, you need to flush it down the toilet or wash it down the drain. If you don't get rid of it in time, a woman will come out of the mirror and attack you, screaming, "Give me back my baby!" So be careful. Summon at your own risk. Okay. That is a weird... I've never heard of that before. That's a weird one. Baby Blue, chat. Let's all get a mirror. Maybe I'll do a stream where I just do urban myths. The long-awaited Bloody Mary stream? Let's go. That could be fun. I mean, I'm not going to do that because that seems like such a weird thing to do. I'd probably attract more children than, like, you know, proper viewers. Hold on. What exactly is going on here? I can't believe the ghost was in yesterday's stream, too. That means not all of this is Kineko's setup? That would have to be the case. Oh. That reminds me. The director mentioned that the case is far from over. Zero follow-up, huh? Judo's is a contingency plan. You're right. No follow-up at all. Our communication is basically just a monologue. Oh, yes. Also, about Miwako Yotsuya's father. The ghost father? Yeah, it might lead to some real talk. I'll work on that end then. You know where to look? Yeah, more or less. And I appreciate your help searching for the ghost's father. Father of the ghost. Excuse me. Oh. Call from the director. How's it going? Director-san? We had a whole lot going on, you know? We encountered the ghost at Kinoko-san's place, but it turned out to be Kinoko-san himself. I've met my quota for ghost stories already. But the ghost did appear at the apartment yesterday, didn't it? Yes. Yes, it did. It was a setup, but it wasn't all a setup. Miss Azumi, the Bloody Mary issue hasn't been resolved yet. We still have people in danger of losing their lives. You mean, really? From here on, the key to this case is whether you can determine the true nature of this actual ghost, quote-unquote ghost. Separate the setup part as unnecessary information, and look into the true nature of the ghost. Yeah. Could that be about those new rumors? About the ghost's father? That is one of the elements. It's up to you, Miss Azumi. Whether or not you can solve this case with no casualties. Does that mean people can die? I feel like that's not an aspect of this game. Unless it's a scripted death, you know? Were you okay last night? Of course I wasn't. You have some nerve showing up today after what you did. My neck still hurts. Breathe in, breathe out. So about yesterday. Some nerve you have. Out with it. Last night, you were planning to stream a setup where you attacked me while pretending to be the ghost, correct? I was, and that Jasmine chick turns up uninvited. And Buzz kills everything, just like that. Also, when you grabbed my leg in the other day in the park across the road? Yeah, I hide in the bushes, scare you, rush to your rescue. I was filming that, you know? What is with this guy? No manners. About the ghosts not at the park. Was the ghost standing behind Jasmine you as well? That wasn't me. And the first one that showed up in the stream wasn't me either. I was summoning with everything I've got. Why won't she appear? Mary, Mary, Mary! You might have the wrong name. That's cute. Huh? What? What? Huh? I thought that was Kinoko-san, but you're here, which means... What are you babbling about anyway? The ghost just showed up in the mirror just now. Didn't you see her? Come on, not again. I give up. It's you. Definitely you. You're the one who's been haunted by the ghost. Congratulations. Jeez. I'm the one who's haunted? I guess so. Comments are pretty toxic from yesterday's stream. You both messed me up. Totally. The views are going up and up? That I appreciate. Okay, whatever, man. Whatever, man. Oh, yes, about your stream. Did you know the ghost was filmed again in that one? Huh? Really? I guess not. Oh, here we go. This is us from yesterday. Wonder where I'd be if Jasmine wasn't there to save me. The ghost is still here. This shadow is the one which was filmed in the stream. I'm sure of it. So do ghosts actually exist? Maybe it's the rumor telling lady who's doing all this crazy stuff. I guess I'll observe this? park over there looks just as cozy. I wish I could go on a relaxed walk like Hinata-san. Okay. Bit of a row last night. Yeah. About what happened last night. I heard a loud noise late at night and thought another incident might be happening. It was just the boy in room 104 causing a fuss, yes? Can't wait for people to die or something again. Huh. The F is wrong with you? The woman from the incident, Miwako Yotsuya, we're looking into her family. Ah yes, the woman from room 104. Her family, you say? Did I mention the man had no family at all? Really? You did mention that. The woman seemed to have a family, but their daughter was the culprit of a terrible murder. Maybe it was the finger pointing, but I heard they hardly did anything about it. Maybe it was the finger pointing. Some parents can be so heartless, but as they caused all this trouble, you'd think they'd come apologize or something. If you see them, tell them to come say sorry. Okay. If I meet them, I'll tell them. That reminds me. I wonder if Jasmine was able to find out about Miwako Yotsuya's father. I've rechecked the details with Kineko-san. The ghosts that appeared at the park and the ritual were both Kineko-san. On the other hand, the other sightings may have been actual ghosts. I see. Gotcha. As you said, the problem's not solved yet. Well then, let's go say hi to Miwako Yotsuya's father. Yes, I'm surprised at how easily you got in touch with him. Not exactly easy, but yeah, piece of cake. Here we go. See what this guy has to say. Where Miwako Yotsuya grew up. Her father still lives here. I did call first to tell them why we're here. Should be willing to talk. Understood. Basically, why does the apartment ghost pop up and what's it trying to do? Looking into Miwako Yotsuya might tell us something. Gotcha. I'll go ask about Miwako-san. I need a little sip from my drink. So chat, I got some concerts lined up and I'm trying to decide if I should. I feel like the train is actually not worth it at this point. I'm like, I don't know if I should lock in. I gotta go. I think one of them. Sorry, I was looking for my phone. Let me look at something. If you'll remember, chat, my New Year's resolution was to ride a train. That was one of them. And I still plan on doing that. Basically, I would like to travel a little more if I can. Sorry, let me, I'm like thinking now. Gonna go see the Beths, chat. Let me see where I'm supposed to actually go for that. Okay. So I don't think I'll need a train for that one. It's like an hour and a half away. I'll probably just drive. But there's a Snail Mail concert, chat. If you haven't heard of Snail Mail, she makes like indie rock. Both of her first two albums were pretty good. They're just about like relationships, so you know, if you're into that sort of thing. But she's coming out with a new album, and she's doing a tour. So I was like, oh, I'll go see Snail Mail again. I saw her for her last album. It was pretty fun. She had two openers that were like pretty banging. One of them was like the loudest thing I've ever heard in my life. It was just like so loud, and it was really hard to understand them. And I was like, this is awesome. This rules. These guys are awesome. The other one was Mama. I've actually heard other people talk about Mama since then. They're kind of like a smaller outfit. They were not that memorable, but they were fun. They were fun to listen to live, you know. But yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out like how to justify riding a train to somewhere, cuz like it seems more expensive and difficult than just driving somewhere. So I'm like what is the mental math I need to do to actually like make this work, you know? Why would I do this beyond the experience? And I think part of it is extended travel. If I need to go somewhere farther away, they're doing a showing of Divine Hammer in Philadelphia, and I was like, I might, you know, I might have to go just so I can see that movie. It's a pretty indie film, chat. You probably haven't heard of it, but yeah. I don't know. I'm just looking for an excuse at this point. I'm like, I gotta get on this stupid train. It's not stupid. I want to try something new. But yeah, just an update. I was looking into it. It would only be like $80. So I don't know. It's really just like finding a place to stay. I don't think I can do a round trip and complete it in one day. But I do want to ride the train. I want to ride the train. I just need to find a place to go, a reason to go there, and like organize it. I need to set it all up. Oh my goodness. Just seems annoying at this point though. I'm like, oh my god. I don't want to deal with this. I just want to sit on the train. Which makes me think I should just like pick a weekend and just be like, I'm going on the train. And like leave on a Friday and come back on a Sunday or something. That seems like it'd be fun. But yeah, I'm just like, I also don't know like what's going to happen when I get off the train. You know, it's like oh shoot. Okay. But yeah. Anyway, my travel plans, chat. I would like to travel. I need to go somewhere. It would be really fun. Probably too late for it, but it'd be really fun to go to like a con using the train system. Ooh, I could do that. That's a good idea. Looks pretty normal for the family home of a ghost, but I guess you can't assume since parents and children can be totally different. Can't assume. Okay. Sorry, chat. I got lost in my train thoughts. Hello, we're from the Urban Myth Dissolution Center. Maybe ask you a few questions. You want to know about our daughter? Have you heard about the ghost at the Umekicho apartment? A ghost? So our team is investigating urban myths. We believe the apartment ghost might be your daughter, and we're trying to find out more. This might be a lot to take in, of course. I see. This is a rather sudden notion. Mr. Yotsuya, how should we... Oh, yes. I should introduce myself. Suguro Yotsuya. Please call me Suguro. Alright then, Suguro-san. Thank you. This is a strange question, but if I went to that apartment, would I be able to meet my daughter's ghost? Huh? You want to see her? You'd like to talk to her? I admit I do. Even if she did cause such an incident. Miwako is my daughter. You really care about her. Regardless of her choices, she is my child. Is this unusual? Oh, no, it's just not what I expected. Neighbor lady described the parents as heartless, I think. Daughter-loving father. By the way, where's Miwako's mother? My wife. She was gravely affected by our daughter's death. Maybe because of that, she had a serious illness and followed our daughter on less than 6 months after her death. Jeez, sad. Oh, I didn't know. I'm sorry for bringing it up. It may be hard to talk about this, but could we ask you about Miwako-san and the incident? Yes. Our daughter was energetic and optimistic, and continued doing sports through college. We thought she would do fine in society, too. May have been her curious personality. Probably had a mental breakdown. We never imagined she might stab a man. Commit suicide. I believe it's because of her breakdown. Why else would she do such a thing? We heard the man was selfish and abusive. Newspapers and weeklies write whatever they want. I think he was genuinely worried about our daughter. I've been in similar shoes myself. Similar shoes? One of my younger colleagues at work had trouble adapting to our workplace and started refusing to show up. I was worried and sometimes visited them at home to check on them. Okay. Excuse me, I'm not sure I understand. What are you talking about? Well, I'm telling you about my daughter's workplace boss. He was concerned about her and went to check on her. Huh? Wait. Sorry, I'm still confused. Could you tell me about the incident from start to finish? I see. Our daughter had joined a PR agency, a dream career for her. Her assignment preferences didn't work out, and the team she joined was a den of abuse. She fell into depression a few months after joining and shut herself in her apartment. Her boss, probably worried, went to check on her. Mistakenly thinking he was forcing her to go back to work, she grabbed a pair of scissors and stabbed him. That is such a weird grip. I would just put all four of my fingers through here, instead of like this weird some weird shit. Sorry, chat. Then stabbed and killed herself. Killing a man and committing suicide does match up, but it wasn't something like a man she was living with cheating on her? Cheated on her? We'll get back to you when we've made sense of this. Sorry. Impression of father. Miko Yotiya's father, he seems heartbroken at losing Miwako-san. When I mentioned the apartment ghost, what did he say? He wants to see her. Yes, he must think about her a lot. This is totally different from what the neighbor lady said. Yeah, all these people are like profiting off this dead person. It's a little bit scummy. This neighbor lady is like just spinning rumors and freaking mushroom head. These people have no respect for the actual like event or the dead, you know? These influencers, chat. I don't know. I feel like that's almost like what it's trying to communicate. Let's look at some boxes. Boxes are piled up here. Maybe these are Miwako-san's things, brought back but left as is. Check the armoire. Check the altar, I should say. A Buddhist-style altar. The door is closed. We shouldn't open this without asking. Well then, let's ask. Anything else? No. So, hear anything interesting? Stories don't add up. Jasmine, his story is so different from what we've heard. Huh? What do you mean? Agency work, abusive boss. What? Is this the wrong house? No, can't be. Oh yeah, the apartment. Check if the apartment address was correct. Good idea, on it. Anything else? Tell me about the apartment. Excuse me, about the apartment your daughter used to live in. Could you tell us the address? Oh, yes. Apartment address, Flat Umeki, 104, 123, Umeki Hancho. It's an old apartment with a park across the road. Oh yes, that's right. The Umekicho apartment with the park just in front. Let's put some glasses on and see what it is. Okay. Why is he just standing there? Is this her father's shadow? Looks kind of lonely. Yeah, I'll bet. My wife died, my daughter died. Bad stuff. Okay. So, hear anything interesting? Okay. Miyuko Yotsuya did indeed live in an apartment in Umekicho. Yeah, I checked on my end too. The apartment where the ghost popped up is Umeki Flats 104. Umeki Flats? Anyway, let's keep on looking for clues. Let's keep looking for clues on Miyuko Yotsuya and confirming them. Okay, understood. I'll keep looking into Miyuko-san. Anything else? Okay, here we go. So, I know this is asking a lot, but would you mind if we took a look at your daughter's belongings? Her things? Almost all her things in the apartment had bloodstains on them, so we disposed of them. The things we brought back should be in a cardboard box in the next room. Thank you very much. Awkward. Maybe we took a look at the altar in the room back there? If possible, I'd like to see your daughter's picture. Please do. Go ahead and open the altar if it's closed. I keep it closed since seeing her photo there is difficult for me. Yeah, I'll bet. Gave us permission, so let's open the altar. Let's see. 2 photo stands. A woman in her 50s. This is probably her mother. Then this must be her, a young and energetic girl with short hair. Not at all what I expected the ghost to look like. But why? This is Miyuko Yotsuya, right? Anything else? So, hear anything interesting? A woman with short hair. There was a photo on the altar. A woman with short hair. Totally different look from the long-haired ghost. Can you confirm that the woman in the altar photo is our Miyuko Yotsuya, right? I did. I wonder what's going on. There we go. This must be the box he mentioned. Ah, the apartment address is on it too. That's the right one. Flats Umeki, 104, 123 Umeki Hancho. You told me earlier, but something feels off. Let's take a photo just in case. Look even closer. A box of mostly clothing? Jeans, t-shirts, boyish 20s fashion. The ghost we saw at the apartment wore a white dress. It's a totally different look. Mismatched belonging. Maybe it's an even older murder. Why the conflicting info? I should think this over. Honestly, I haven't put it together, Chad. I don't know what the answer to all this is. We've got 2 women. I think it's just an older lady. Like, it's a lady who lived there before Miwako. That murder-suicide is just the most recent murder-suicide. We learned that a person named Miwako Yotsuya did exist and has passed away. And the more we hear from our father, the more confused I get. There are common factors, but so many things don't match up at all. Puzzling, yet what matters most is that you deduced based on the facts you discovered. Did Miwako Yotsuya have similar characteristics to the rumored ghost? What have you learned about her hairstyle, clothing, and personality? Most of the info conflicts with what we initially heard. This overturns some of our initial assumptions, but maybe this means that maybe Miwako Yotsuya is a different person from the Umeki Flats ghost. It seems like it. Maybe Miwako Yotsuya is a different person from the Umeki Flats ghost? There's 2 ghosts. Wait, could it be? Then do our investigations so far even mean anything? And what about the Umeki Flats ghost? I really don't understand this. Yeah. Jasmine, I can't make sense of this at all. I thought coming here would help us get to the bottom of this ghost situation. But it feels like we're just getting further away from the truth. Why though? Unless I do something, we'll solve nothing. And Bloody Mary will come for me. Not now. Not now. Whoa, seriously? Wait, Dissolution? In the state we're in? How's it going? You seem as confused as ever, Miss Azumi. Director, I really don't think I can do this. The more we look into Miwako Yotsuya, the further we get from what we first heard. We're not getting any closer to figuring out this ghost. You do realize we're chasing a ghost for this case, and sometimes ghosts suddenly disappear. This ghost happens to be Bloody Mary, a ghost that appears in the mirror. A fake anomaly wouldn't have made things this interesting. The true thrill of urban myths is this maelstrom of clues and ensuing chaos. Can't disagree there. Can't disagree there. You're enjoying this way too much. Oh, but I thought you would understand, Miss Azumi. Anyway, let us first unravel the mystery of the ghost in the mirror. Can we even try with all this mess? Oh, before we start, could you kindly relay a message to Jasmine? Sure, what is it? Here we go, chat. What is all this? Huh? Sarah Yashiki? Who the heck? Why do we need to look into this person? The director would like you to. Not sure why. Geez. Never explains anything. Not that I care. This shouldn't take too long. Sounds great. Sarah Yashiki. Yashiki. What is it that we'd find from looking into her? Miss Azumi, now is not the time for random distractions. Behold. The eye reveals all. Eye opener. I will say that graphic doesn't look... It does not, like, align with the aesthetic of this game, in my opinion. Not the ugliest thing. I think it's, you know, but it looks so... This aesthetic is so cohesive. It just, like, pops. slaps. It's so good. This game is like, That's like the number one thing is I'm like, man, pixel art is back, baby. Let's go. Let the dissolution begin. Yes. Let's do this. Let's do this. Now, as these are rather important factors, I would like to recap various elements. Important factors? For this kind of anomalous occurrence, the combination of conditions can be surprisingly... I also think this song is real good. This is a nice track. The combination of conditions can be surprisingly important. Our help was requested because a ghost appeared during Kineko-san's livestream. Why was the ghost filmed in this video? Isn't it because Kineko-san was doing a summoning ritual? That is an insufficient answer. You need to dig in one layer deeper. You mean in more detail? Yes, that will turn out to be crucial. So, Miss Azumi? Yes. Yes? Why did the rumored ghost appear in Kineko-san's stream? Because they called a woman's name. Because they barked like a dog. This is an accident property. I think it's because they stood in front of a mirror. As he was trying to summon a ghost that appears in the mirror, standing in front of the mirror might be the cue for the ghost to appear? Assuming that is the reason. How many times during your investigation have you passed in front of the mirror? Unless the ghost appeared each and every time, that theory isn't convincing. Please think again. Okay, call the woman's name. He called her 3 times. Mary, Mary, Mary. That is a requirement for summoning Bloody Mary. Kineko-san was invoking her name each time he filmed his streams. That is a critical and indispensable condition. Calling the woman's name was the key to a successful summoning. Ding! Let's go. Next, let us go over the entity that was summoned. The entity that was summoned. The ghost that we have been tasked with proving through this case. So, Miss Azumi? Yes? They are a previous resident of room 104, which Kineko-san is renting now. The one who left behind the murder weapon, a kitchen knife, and is being cited even now as a ghost. How would you describe this female ghost we are investigating? Long-haired and dress. A long-haired woman wearing a dress. I will say this game does feel like mostly on rails. Like, I'm like, there's not really much choice, but like, it's a pretty good story, so I'm like, that's fine. That's fine if we're just kind of like slowly, you know, following the breadcrumb trail with no diversions or anything, you know. It's like, the one thing we do have is, we can find other urban myths, but like, not much. We know she murdered a man who cheated on her, then committed suicide. Yes. You saw through the confusion. Rumors of a ghost in the apartment, clues from the neighbor lady, and the woman's face on social media. All of that data leads to her identity. This whole time, we had assumed that the woman is Miwako Yotsuya. But when her father's story, her photo and clothes... But what her father's story, her photo and clothes told us, all of it was different. Exactly. Almost as if there was 2 separate Miwako Yatsuyas. Short-haired Miwako-san? Or long-haired Miwako-san? As if looking into an infinity mirror. Ding. Let us move on. Other confusing information included the rumors surrounding the ghost. Your investigation seemed to follow a long-haired woman in a dress, formerly a resident of War Room 104. Yet you arrived at a short-haired boyish woman instead. That's right. And now everything is a confusing mess. There was a reason why the investigation took a complicated turn, despite the two women having such differing characteristics. There were similar conditions and clues that led to confusion between the two incidents. So, Miss Azumi, what exactly was the cause of this confusion? Same names. It must have been because the two women ghosts had the exact same name. When did you confirm that their names were identical? Please think it. Oh, okay, whatever. Address and apartment name. Because the address and apartment names. Okay, there we go. I feel stupid getting anything wrong in this game. Well observed. While talking to Miwako Yotsuya's father, too many things didn't match up. We checked the address in case we're at the wrong house. In the moment, I'd assumed it was the same apartment. Because of the park nearby and similar sounding names. Miwako Yotsuya's address was Flats Umeki 104, 123 Umeki Hancho. Room rented by Kinako-san. Umeki-cho and Umeki Hancho, okay. Yeah, I was like, I think that's different. I was like, is Umeki Hancho is the same? Maybe it's just said a different way? No, it's a different place. That makes sense, though. The address and apartment name are different. Side by side, the difference is obvious. Yet the strong similarity can throw you off, due to your bias. I will say if I had guessed that, I would probably have been a little frustrated. Case in point, none of the related gossip on social media pointed out this discrepancy. Truth nuke? Now is a good time for a recap. During the investigation, the more clues we gathered, the more confusing things became. Yet it was also those clues that led us to the truth. So, Miss Azumi? Yes? What did we discover about this case from the clues about the ghost and the addresses? There were 2 murder-suicides! In this case, there was... Mr. President, a second murder-suicide has hit the case. In this case, there were 2 separate incidents that got mixed up. Through our investigation, we found out that the 2 were clearly different. But if we had trusted the rumors without checking further, we would have seen them as one. Yeah, let's go. The 2 incidents look very similar on the surface. Their similarities lead to confusion, like a misleading clickbait article header. Yeah. Great simile. Had you not visited the premises and talked directly with related individuals, Miss Azumi, this answer might have been beyond you entirely. Huh. I will also say, like, the way this game is thinking about, like, information, it's like, oh, like, you know, they have the same name and just nobody checks, so it just all gets bungled up. Like, I do think the way that, like, this game is thinking about, like, how rumors get started and spread is also interesting. It's like, I feel like there's something more to dig into there. And I'm not sure if this game is really, like, going to get to that, but it is interesting. Now, for my final question. About the true nature of the ghost supposedly summoned by Kinako-san. The true nature of the ghost? She has dark and long hair and wears a white dress. She previously committed a murder-suicide in room 104. Unable to forgive her partner for cheating, she stabbed him numerous times with a kitchen knife on the tatami mat area in room 104. Yes, I confirmed that when I saw Kinako-san's room through clairvoyance. So, Miss Azumi? Yes? Tell us about the true nature of the ghost. The ghost whose existence Kinako-san has asked us to prove. Its true nature? As in, there's an actual ghost who can't pass on peacefully due to this tragic incident? Is that what you mean? No, that's not what I mean. What? No. Should be about time. Time for what? It's from Jasmine. Picking up. Please do. Oh, no. This is bad. Jasmine? Checked on Surayashiki like you too. But geez. Who'da Hold on, Jasmine. Where are you? Your voice keeps dropping out. That incident in the apartment we looked at. Murder-suicide. What about the murder-suicide in Kiniko-san's apartment? On hide. Only one of them died in that incident. Huh? Huh? Lost connection. A vital detail has been revealed. I had trouble making it out, but Jasmine was telling us about the past murder-suicide in Kiniko-san's apartment. Only one of them died. I wonder how far she went to park the van. Anyway, okay, that was pretty funny. Oh, man. The van parking. We're not beating the van parking allegations. Jasmine's information should enable you to answer my earlier question. Only one person died in the murder-suicide. Now then, Miss Osmi, back to my question. Of course. The ghost that Kiniko-san asked us to prove the existence of. Tell us, what is the true nature of Bloody Mary? Dun dun dun. A dead spirit stuck in this world? No. A living person? Yeah. Neighbor? No. Sugoi Yotsuya? No. We had thought the ritual summoned a ghost, but the woman was actually a living person. Let's go. The mystery at the heart of this case. Bloody Mary's true nature has been revealed. The mystery is now solved. Yahoo! Nice. I guess when I think about it, Urban Myth Dissolution Center is kind of just Mythbusters. I just like had a brain sneeze there. That makes sense. I get it now. We are playing Mythbusters. Duh. That's fun. I don't know why I didn't clock that until like just now. I get it. That's why this is so, you know, detective coded. It's kind of Ace Attorney-ish. So the ghost was actually a living person. I feel like the satisfying like animations for like solving things is probably inspired by that, but maybe it's just, you know, game design. Anyway. So the ghost was actually a living person. But how could that be? What did Jasmine find out? The woman still wanders around the apartment, remembering her agonizing past. What do you mean? Oh, I went and checked on Sarah Yashiki. Jasmine. First of all, Sarah Yashiki. She's the former resident of room 104. Okay. That means Sarah Yashiki is the person who committed the murder-suicide? Just a murder, not even a suicide. Oh, here we go, chat. About that. Maybe this wasn't a murder-suicide. What? That means the murder weapon is still out there. Could just be plain murder. What? What? Really? I see. Oh, very interesting. So, Sarah Yashiki, a ghost that appears in the vicinity of room 104, could be a murderer. Oh. Those rumors were all smoke and mirrors. Whoa, wait. What do you mean? Sarah Yashiki didn't die in the murder-suicide? She lived! Is that so? Hold on. I don't understand. We can discuss the specifics at a later time. Let's get to room 104 right now. Kiniko is in danger. He is? He is in danger. There's an actual murderer. a murder lady out there. How could this have happened? He's still calling her name. Mary, Mary, Mary. If you hadn't spoken of her, I wouldn't have had to. Excuse me? I wouldn't have had to kill him. None of that matters anymore. If I take the form of a ghost, I can hide the truth with stories. Can't let more people see that mirror. I must destroy it. Oh. How can you call yourself a viewer? You're not even a fan. You pick apart my every word in action. What? Oh my gosh. Okay. He's a little real, in my opinion. Dreamers? Do be like that, though. Tease the streamer all you want, but pay your dues first. You and your stupid... Oh, man, okay. You and your stupid comments. Jeez. As I thought, I'll have to make this mirror the star of the show. Watch out. I let everyone get a good look at this mirror. They'll... Hmm? Who are you? Give me your name. Oh, Mary is the name of the woman that she got cheated on. Mary. Mary? Yes, my summoning worked. Destroy, destroy, destroy. Destroy? Oh, is that like one of Bloody Mary's top hits? Hold on a second. What's with the knife? That's dangerous. Must destroy the mirror. Okay, I'm not a fan of her transformation, if I'm being honest. No! Help! Help me! Kiniko-san! Sit down! Okay. Kiniko-san, are you okay? Oh, what's going on? Kiniko-san, she's the previous resident of this room. Neither Bloody Mary or a ghost. She's a living person. What? You okay, Jasmine? You're bleeding. That's not mine. It's Sarah Yashiki's. I think it's just fake blood. She covered herself in it to look more like that ghost. Yeah, that's what I thought. Maybe she was like, oh, she was trying to pretend to be the ghost story. Yeah, I don't know if she was like actually insane or just, you know, doing a bit. Hard to say, actually. That's... So, this is the infamous Bloody Mary, huh? Can't believe you were Bloody Mary, Hinata-san. I'll call the cops. You keep an eye on the shroom. Understood. What? The ghost who showed up in the stream isn't actually a ghost and is a living woman? That's right. There never was a ghost. Devastation and judgment. Sleep talking again? I'm awake. Wide awake. Wondering if those prophecies on the card always happen. I was just thinking, not napping. Prophecies can be read in so many different ways. Yes, of course. It just feels like they were foretelling what happened. And you're an awesome fighter, by the way. I didn't realize. Yeah, well, I actually lift, so okay, whatever. With you as partner, I feel like we can solve any case that comes our way. Daily reminder. I'm just your driver. Ah, whatever. Oh, it looks like the UMDC video is up. Oh, you're right. Wait, this is the incident we just solved. What? But we just wrapped everything up. That's the norm. Just watch it on the drive back to the center. BooTube chat. Bloody Mary appears. Huh? Still, what an intriguing Bloody Mary. I'm still confused about most of it. Why did Sarah Yashiki attack Kinoko-san? Kinoko-san had nothing to do with it. She wanted to destroy the mirror. That mean the murder weapon Jasmine spoke of? The one never found in the murder case? Was the mirror? When Kinoko-san mentioned showing a trick on the mirror, Sarah Yashiki must have worried that so many eyes on that mirror would expose her. Of course, this is simply speculation. Only the police know the details. But after killing the man with a shard of the mirror, Sarah Yashiki wiped off the blood and put the shard back in place. Then put the knife in the man's hand and stabbed herself, making it look like a murder-suicide. Oh, okay. Once again, details we didn't really have up until now, so I don't know if this is, you know, we're not playing fair necessarily here. She made sure to get blood around her neck to paint the picture well. She does also seem like, you know, that's her MO. It's like, she's like, let me look like something in order to get away with something else, you know? Trying to pretend to be a ghost. And she let the rumors of the woman in room 104 dying spread far and wide. So whenever she was spotted, she acted like a ghost? Playing the part of the ghost, she also made sure the rumors stayed loud and active. You felt the effects firsthand, didn't you? Her story was hidden under layers of false truths. The Miwako incident. It's kind of a Scooby-Doo plotline, if I'm being honest. What happened to the mirror? But I mean, that's kind of fun. Yes. The mirror. It's great art. I love this. This is so good. Oh my gosh. Yeah, just like the way that this like turns into these two shadows. I like the director here too. Yes, the mirror. Still decorates the wall of its beloved room 104. Actually, I believe that both of the incidents were brought about due to the influence of that mirror. I can barely contain my speculations. Please do. More importantly, thank you, Miss Azumi. It was nice of you to bring back this Illumini card. Reflection of Death, owned by Kinoko-san. I no longer wanted it. His summoning ritual failed, and the ghost was a living person. He insisted I just take it. Ooh, this is a good scene. Yet the prophecy was fulfilled, it seems. Hey, director? What is it? Also like these scenes. While doing social media research, I saw people revealing others' personal information or posting random guesses. And having fun doing so, even. What about it? What about it? How could they cause someone else such pain and not feel any remorse? They simply don't care. Huh? Rumors say a ghost haunts that apartment. These ending tracks are also pretty cool. I'm sure there was a murder, something bloody and horrific. They take interest and sniff around. Yeah, do they care what became of the woman living in the room? No. Public interest doesn't last that long. It's all someone else's mess. A mere piece of That's... Mm, that's terrible. Talking about the true crime. Let's go. The rumors themselves aren't inherently evil. Anger alert. The problem lies with the people who handle them. Sorry, chat. People who handle them? Maybe that space needs something drastic. A great reset. Devastation and judgment. Director, son? Whoa. This is so cool. Samejima incident open. Delete. Whoa. This is so cool. This game kind of owns, actually. The, like, broader mystery is fun. I'm so curious. Ah, Miwako. 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 Okay. Well, that was fun. That was fun finishing that chapter. Uh yeah, that was cool. I yeah. I like it does feel like there's an actual commentary on like true crime and like how it affects people and how you kind of have like internet sleuths like kind of running amok a little bit and like not being too conscientious of like what they're doing and how it affects other people. Like, that's cool. That's a really cool idea. I've been thinking about that ever since I read it In Cold Blood by Truman Capote, which is kind of largely credited for starting the true crime community genre of media. I thought it was fascinating. I like watched some YouTube videos on it and everything, and it's just like so weird. Um I was watching a true crime video about like I don't watch too many too many of these, chat. But it was posted by a guy who had done some other stuff. But he it was pretty gnarly murders. But like one of the things in the video, he's like, I tried contacting the guys who, who committed the murders. I tried contacting his friend. And at first he was cooperative, and then he was like, okay, just don't talk to me. And it's like, well, yeah, why would you want to, like, dredge that up? I just, like, it's such a misguided move. Like, don't do that. Hey, can I talk about your friend who, like, committed some gruesome acts of violence? No, YouTuber. No, you cannot. Like, yeah, I will say, like, there is some stuff about it. I obviously, I can't. Yeah. True crime is such a weird space, in my opinion. I'm just like, ugh. It's kind of grody. Not because I don't think we should talk about that stuff, but I think, like, profiting off of it and, like, sometimes these people are way too close. I'm like, give it some time to rest. Holy crap. But yeah. Anyways, chat. That was fun. This game is kind of, it's pulling back. I feel like the game is getting better as it goes on, honestly. Like, oh yeah. Yeah. The story is evolving in a good way. And I'm gonna be evolving to wrapping up this stream. That was a great segue. Um so we'll be back here with more Urban Myth Dissolution Center. More reading chat. I will say this is the second visual novel I've played on stream. The last one was also a horror game. So, you know. I don't know. Maybe the next one we play will be horror too. If I end up playing more. Which is probably I will. I like reading on stream. I feel like such a like sicko. Just like yes. Like it feels boring, but I'm kind of like, yeah, like let's read. I love reading. Um type exclamation point read to read this comment. Okay. But tomorrow we'll be playing more of this, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. More Urban Myth Dissolution Center. On Thursday we'll do something. I think it'd be fun to do more art. I was looking at the Cubone that I drew, and I was like, that was fun. I should do that again. So I'll try. Last Thursday I was just very tired. But yeah. See you all tomorrow. Thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. And I will be back with more Urban Myth Dissolution Center tomorrow. All right. Bye.